As a reminder, for those team night participants, please head to the front of the field house to meet the cheerleaders for our pregame tunnel. Once again, as a reminder for those team night participants, please head to the front of the field house to meet the cheerleaders for our pregame tunnel. The Seneca Valley School District is pleased to partner with Tri-State Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and Tri-State Physical Therapy, the exclusive athletic training and sports medicine providers for our district. Located right in our backyard, Tri-State accepts all major insurances and offers Saturday morning ortho urgent care hours. Visit tristateortho.com to learn more. Tri-State Orthopedics, keeping you in the game. The Seneca Valley High School and the Bethel Park High School are members of the Pennsylvania High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations as set forth by the association to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. These are high school athletes who are playing here today. They are friendly rivals as members of opposing teams.
This is a good spot.
This basically is the theme of interscholastic athletics. The idea of friendly competition.
Oh, they are.
The official design of these games has been selected and designed according to the procedures adopted by the WCIAL. And tonight's game officials are referee Bill Tyson, umpire Jim Conley, linesman Dave Paparillo, line judge Brian Long, field judge Dan Carr, and side judge Jerry Lavelle.
Ray should have his mic with him.
For those peak night participants, please head to the front of the field house to meet with the cheerleaders for our pregame tunnel. Once again, those peak night participants, please head to the front of the field house to meet the cheerleaders for our pregame tunnel. Seneca Valley alumni can be found all over the world. And tonight, we welcome our graduates back to the 2017 homecoming game. At this time, we ask all Raider alumni to stand and be recognized for their continued support of the Seneca Valley School District. We ask that you continue standing for the national anthem and the alma mater. Please rise and remain standing until the colors have left the field. Blissfully singing the national anthem tonight will be senior Caitlin Bliss.
Reason up!
And now, introducing your 2017 homecoming court.
First is Beta High, escorted by Andrew Bates. Andrew is the son of Scott and Ashley Bates. He plays inline hockey, runs track and field, and is a member of student council, magical choir, and the National Honor Society. He also participates in the musicals. He plans to attend a four-year college to major in
Alexandra has been piano for 11 years. She plans to major in business at either the plans on studying Freeman in international affairs and/or global health. Malik is the son of Virginia and Paula Salah. He plays football, lacrosse, and volunteers with the Miracle League. Malik's family owns a mango farm in Egypt. He plans to attend Georgia Tech for either chemical or civil engineering.
This flight to Indiana was escorted by Michael
Texting. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Matt Arrett and I'm joined here in the press box by my partner Will Adams as we bring you the Seneca Valley Raiders hosting the Bethel Park Blackhawks. We got a pretty good game it looks like tonight. Will, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks like it'll be an interesting matchup. Bethel Park definitely seems like they have the upper hand at 4-1, but Seneca Valley shows some strength against Central Catholic, and they could definitely pull an upset victory here.
And here are the Seneca Valley Raiders getting ready to come out onto the field. Alright, as Seneca enters the field, we'll go through some of Seneca Valley's star players in their starting lineup. Their quarterback is a sophomore, Gabe Lawson. Running back is a senior, Noah Mancuso. Fullback, Gabe Miller. Those three will be used a lot tonight, as we can tell. Alright, starting at defense, we've got Drew Robertson at the right defensive end position. Ty Gross will be playing outside linebacker, very sack heavy. Same with Gabe Miller in the inside linebacker position, switching between defensive end and inside linebacker. Jake Banofsky is a strong safety, and he's very pick heavy, so we got to watch him tonight if we do get the ball passed. Bethel Park is a run-heavy offense. We will maybe see them do some pass plays, and you got to think maybe they're a little bit nervous to do that, though, with a strong secondary in Seneca Valley and a strong defense overall. The defense will be the make and break point in this game, probably. All right. So far this season, Seneca Valley is 1-4. We did hold our own, it seems, so far against the Central Catholic Vikings, but against Pine Richland, we were pretty much decimated. Our only win comes against Butler Golden Tornadoes with a win 35-0.
And we have Pine Richland at the top of the section, and they're a very strong team looking to make a state run, and we have a very good quarterback and a very, very strong offense.
Yeah, Pine Richland's quarterback, Phil Dracovic, is going to Notre Dame next season. Very good player. We'll have to see what awaits him in the future, maybe future NFL career. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, possibly. He's something to see. He's a very impressive athlete. Not only can he pass the ball like it's nothing, but he can also run very, very well. So he's very fun to watch.
His stiff arm is something. He can keep defenders away from him. Looks like we're getting underway here tonight. Looks like Bethel Park will be kicking off and Seneca Valley will be receiving.
We have a nice, good conditions tonight. Nice weather, very clear out, good temperature. It's about 65, 66 degrees, low humidity. Should be a very good night for a game of football.
Lining up for the reception is Seneca Valley's number 3, Luke Smith.
And the kick is off.
He's not going to take it though. Give him a 10-yard return. They're up to the 35. That was number 8 for Seneca Valley.
Yeah, very nice return there. Puts the Seneca Valley Raiders in a good field position, and we'll see what they do.
Seneca Valley's offense is led by a sophomore quarterback this year, Gabe Lawson. We'll see if Gabe can continue doing what he has been doing, you know, evading tackles in the pocket, getting out of the pocket sometimes, going on the run most of the time. Not really making many good passes, though, unless he sees someone way wide open. He's not been very handy at getting the ball into a tight spot. We'll have to see what happens.
And the
and a missed snap. Gabe takes it, but it looks like he's going to be brought down for a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. The snap was wild snap, and he lost control of it. And
under center this year is Nolan Nagy, or in center this year, I should say, is Nolan Nagy. He's snapping to Gabe Lawson. Nolan is a senior this year. Very odd for him to mess up a snap like that.
Yep. See if they can recover and snap.
Good. There's Noah Mancuso with the ball. He's taking it. We'll give him 7 yards on that play, but they're only up to the 34-yard line.
Looks like this will be about a 3rd and 12 here. And the Raiders will have to make a big play here to get the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and deep's going to move up some stuff in your play charts. They were probably scripting these first few plays, so they're going to come out here and they're going to have to adjust some stuff. Let's just say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And
there's a flag on the play. Looks like that hurts. That hurts the defense, or not the defense, the offense. I'm sorry. The illegal substitution play on Seneca Valley really throws them back. Now you gotta think they're just probably trying to make up as much room as they can to get that ball deeper whenever they punt, probably here.
Yeah, this will be about
going for a pass play. Gabe Lawson escapes the pocket. Evades the tackle, takes it himself. Looks like he's going. He's picked up and thrown down there, but we'll give him 15 yards on that play.
And it's now
4th and 6,
and they'll bring the punt squad on. That was a somewhat disappointing starting drive, but we'll see how the Raiders' defense does.
I'd say the Raiders' defense is probably their strongest asset in this game. They got to shut down Bethel Park's running game, force that pass, hope for a pick by Jake Banofsky.
And the punt is up. It's about the 35-yard line. It'll be picked up by the Raiders.
And there we go. As the Raiders defense comes out onto the field, some notable players on their defense. Number 40, Gabe Miller. He'll be switching between defensive end and inside linebacker. Number 7, the strong safety, Jake Banofsky. As I said, he's pick heavy. He's got good hands. He plays receiver and punt returner. Doesn't really get much of a break on the field. And number 9, Ty Gross, leading sacker this year. He is very strong outside linebacker.
Yeah, we have a lot of very strong players on our defense. And they're running the ball up the middle. And he's brought down at about a 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain. Those yards do start to add up. The 2 yards just picks away at the defense. They did win at the line of scrimmage there. All right, so we're looking at 2nd and 8 here for the Blackhawks. Wide receiver moving. Giving it to the running back again as he breaks through for a first down and 5 more.
He's brought down about the 51-yard line, and I have to say the Seneca Valley defense provided a large opportunity for him to make that play. He was a very good run.
They gave him a hole and he took it. He's in Raider territory now, 49-yard line. All right, as Seneca Valley lines up here, got a 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks. Giving it to their running back again as he moves. 6, 7,
middle again.
8 yards on that play. Eight yards on that play. That will leave us at 2nd and 2 for the Blackhawks. They are at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, the Seneca Valley defense is really going to have to get it back together here as the Blackhawks are driving into Raider territory. They'll have to make some big stops here.
They've got to shut that run game down if they want to have this game. As he drops back for a pass, that's holding.
The flag is down.
Possibly. Flag on the play.
Let's see what the call is.
I think that one's going back a little bit there, Will.
Yeah.
I think that one's going back. I think that might have been holding on that play.
Yeah, let's see. We have a false start call. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
False start.
So this provides a great
2nd and
opportunity.
7, yeah.
The Raiders were almost faced with another first down from the Blackhawks, but now this gives them a good chance to make a big stop here and turn the ball around and hopefully make a good offensive drive here.
All right.
And got a whistle. No flag. Timeout.
Timeout for Bethel Park. So far, their run game is looking very strong in this game. The Seneca Valley defense, which I thought was going to come out very strong in this game, is not so far. They're not looking very good yet.
Yeah, they'll have to use this to regroup, and hopefully they can make the stops here and perform as they have been performing. They've been doing very well.
Yeah, you look at an all-star offense like Central Catholic has, and the Seneca Valley Raiders held them last week. They almost won that game.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the offense did not perform as well as they wanted it to, but the defense sure did. The defense held Troy Fisher, who is Central Catholic's quarterback and is a commit to Lafayette College, a D1 college for football. They held him to only 28 points, I believe, on the whole game. Most of that not even from passing, but from the run game. So we'll have to see if Seneca Valley's defense can hold here at all. All right, 2nd and 7. Probably got to be expecting the run again here.
And
as it
the
goes
flag
to
is down, but he makes a run
running back
to the left.
He's going to break for a first down, though. He's going to be stopped at the 35-yard line, again with the flag on the play.
We'll see what the call is here.
See if that one's coming back or not. It was at the line of scrimmage that that flag was thrown.
Yeah.
It's a false start
Looks like we
again
have another false start.
on the
And
offense, and it's coming back more.
That will bring them to 2nd and about 11 here.
Second and 12. Second and
And
12 on this play as Bethel Park lines up again.
And the Raiders really have to capitalize on these opportunities here to make stops when they are when the Blackhawks have a 2nd and 12. They're
Play action
Balls.
pass here.
and the ball's up and
incomplete.
So that was a good job by the defense. Pressured the quarterback, got him to throw it away. Now that'll bring it to 3rd and 12, and
Seneca's got to make a stop here.
if the Raiders can make another stop here, then looks like it'll be a punt, and the Raiders offense should be back on.
The atmosphere tonight is insane.
Yeah, we have a great student section. Tonight is Pink Out Night to raise awareness for breast cancer.
There it is.
Ball
Play
snapped.
action pass again.
Ball's up again.
Pass is complete to their running back,
And he
he
makes the
breaks for the
first
first
down.
down.
30,
And more.
25, and he goes out of bounds at about the
25-yard line.
25.
Sage Lay makes that tackle. He's a junior this year.
And that was another disappointing performance by the defense there, allowing that big pass play for a gain of about 25 yards. That was a stop that they really needed to make, and they unfortunately did not make it. So
Nope.
Blackhawks are set at about the 25-yard line.
They are in field goal range here, so they will probably be putting points on
Hand
the
it off
board
again.
as their running back continues to break tackles.
And right up the middle for about a gain of 7 yards there.
Yeah, you got to like that as an offensive lineman. A running back that can break tackles and make his own space, that's a great thing. You create the hole, but he's going to create his own little pockets that he can make with his jukes and his stiff arms. It's a good thing to have there in the backfield.
Yeah, absolutely. The Blackhawks running back is looking very strong right now, and the Raiders are definitely struggling to contain him. So hopefully we can turn that around, but we'll see.
All right, and here we are.
Ball snapped.
2nd and 2. Handoff
Another
to the
handoff.
running back again. He is stuffed this time, though.
There we go.
Out of bounds.
Brought down at about the 18-yard line.
18-yard line, yeah.
And this will bring it to 3rd and 2.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. Now this is yet another opportunity for the Raiders to make a stop, and if they do so, then it looks like the Blackhawks will be kicking a field goal. So at this point, hopefully they can limit the damage and turn it around.
And here we go.
Ball
Gonna probably
snaps. Another
go to the
handoff,
running back, and he's stopped.
brought down at about the 16-yard line.
That is a 4th down there.
Blackhawks will not get the first down. That was a huge stop there.
Very big stop.
Good job by the defense. They caught him right at the line of scrimmage.
That is 2 plays in a row there that Seneca Valley's defense found that running back fast.
Absolutely.
Maybe they learned a little bit from those previous plays where he got some big chunk yardage. We'll have
Yeah.
to see. Oh, looks like they are
They are going for it on
keeping their
4th
offense
down.
out on the field.
They will not be kicking a field goal.
4th and 2. Here
Ball
we go.
snapped.
Handoff to the
handoff.
running back.
And
He
makes the
breaks
first
it for the
down.
first down.
Brought down at about the 12-yard line. And that was a very important play by the Blackhawks offense there.
Very gutsy call.
Yeah, gutsy call, but honestly, based on the past performance of their running back there,
Yeah.
that was a good call by them to go for the first down, and now they're inching closer to the Raiders' end zone.
Yep. So they will have one more first down here at the 2-yard line. They are in the red zone, however, so see how the Raiders' red zone defense can do here, how they can hold them. Another run play.
Run up the middle, and he's brought down.
Give him
Short
2
gain.
yards on that play. All right, so here lining up again. Looks like it's about to be second and 8. I'm sorry about that. As the Blackhawks line up here. If you're Seneca, you're probably expecting another run play here. They've been running all afternoon. Give them another 3 yards on that play.
And the Blackhawks have been just chipping away at the Raiders' defense they had a few big plays, but most of their offensive gains have been short gains of 3-4 yards, and that's allowed them to move up the field. And now they're within 10 yards of the end zone.
Very long drive, too, it looks like so far.
Yeah, we're at about 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
All right. Here we are, 3rd down and 5 as the Blackhawks line up again. Handing it off to the running back again. He broke tackles. He's very close to that 1st down.
Yeah, that was another.
Looks like it's going to be
4-yard
4th and 1. I don't think he got it. Yep. Looking at 4th and 1 here.
4th and 1, about the 4-yard line. And it looks like their offense is staying on the field, and I believe they're going to be going for it again.
You know, they've got faith in their quarterback, or not in their quarterback, their running back, it looks like. And their offensive line, too. Their offensive line's creating a lot of good holes for him to slip through. I don't know if he got it.
We'll see.
That's very close.
Gain.
He was brought down fast.
He may have gotten it. We'll see.
They're saying he got it. That is a 1st down, 1st and goal on the 2-yard line.
And yes, this looks like this is a very bad spot for the Raiders. It'll be very, very tough for them to make a stop here, as the Blackhawks have only about 2 yards to the end zone. So they'll have to be very, very aggressive on defense and not allow that running back. It's been giving them a lot of trouble so far to slip past them and into the end zone.
Very tough here.
And
they did bring him down there for a loss of yardage too, it looks like.
Yeah, that was a very, very good play by the defense. They were able to get right on top of the running back there and brought him down and prevented any gain in yardage there. Very good work by the defense.
2nd and 3 there.
And the Blackhawks are making some adjustments.
All right, if I'm the Blackhawks here, I'm going to call a play-action pass again, try to sling it out to my running back in the flat. I think that's what worked for them last time for a huge chunk of yardage. I think that'd work right here, too.
Yeah, absolutely. They have been.
Oh, looks like they're going for it.
And the ball
almost
is up
sacked.
And incomplete.
Incomplete.
That'll bring it to 3rd down and 3 or 3rd and goal. Sorry, with about 3 yards to the end zone. That was another very, very big play there. And
good play by Seneca Valley's defense.
Yes,
almost got the sack, but they forced the pass a little bit high, just out of their receiver's range.
It looks like the Raiders' defense here is bending but not breaking. They've been right at the goal line here, but the Blackhawks have not been able to make a drive into the end zone. They have 2 downs left. We'll see what they can do.
All right. There they are. Looks like another run play, but it's going to be a fake.
Oh.
And he's going to break through into the end zone. That is a Blackhawk touchdown there.
Oh, that was the defense had a hold of him, but he was able to break free of the tackles just as he's been doing all night and slip right into the end zone there. That was a big play by the running back. Yep. And they'll be kicking the extra point here.
Man, the Raiders defense did not get a break on that drive there.
Absolutely not.
Long, long drive, too.
Yeah, very, very long drive.
With 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game.
And the kick is good.
Low kick, but it is good.
Brings the score to Blackhawks 7, Raiders nothing. So we'll see if the Raiders defense is able to turn it around here, or the Raiders offense rather. They struggled on defense on that drive, but if they can turn it around and not make any blunders as they did on the first drive, the first possession, they should be able to make a very strong drive. The same as the Blackhawks, they are a very run-heavy team, Noah Mancuso at running back has been very strong this season, and we're hoping that he can do some great things for the Raiders here.
Yeah, we're relying on that running back a lot this season with Gabe Lawson under quarterback. Gabe Lawson being only a sophomore, he doesn't have very much experience up to this year. Dual threat quarterback, escapes the pocket, breaks some tackles, but not an overly big guy, and doesn't seem to have much of an arm yet this season. Really relying on our running game to see what happens here on the second drive by the Seneca Valley Raiders. Lining up again deep for the kick is Luke Smith. He did not get it last time as it was a short kick, but we'll see if he gets it this time as the Blackhawks prepare to kick off. There's the kick.
Another low kick.
Oh, Luke Smith does have that one after a blunder there,
Ooh.
but he doesn't get much room to run. They're going to give him 5 yards on that run there.
Yeah,
They'll be up at the 25-yard line.
Number 87 for the Blackhawks made a very big tackle there, pushing right past the Seneca Valley blockers, and was able to bring down the punt returner or the kick returner at about the 25-yard line.
All right. Coming out again is the Seneca Valley Raiders offense. As I said before, Jake Banofsky does not get much of a break. There he is again, lining up in the wide receiver position there. There's Noah Mancuso.
Oh,
play action
and it
pass.
is off the hands of the intended receiver. Complete pass.
Yeah, that was Jake Stebbins there as the intended receiver. He's a junior this year, playing tight end. Also a new starter this year. Was not a starter last year whenever they made their run to Hines. Pretty fresh team that they've got out there on their offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, Seneca Valley's team last year was very strong. Lost a lot of very good seniors, so they're relying on a lot of young talent this year. Ball is snapped.
Gabe Lawson's going to keep that
for
one.
The run.
Broke a few tackles, got the first down.
First down at about the
42-yard line.
And the Raiders were able to make a big play there. Very good work by the offense. And Gabe Lawson absolutely demonstrated his ability to run the ball whenever he's forced to scramble. And
yeah, as I said before, Gabe Lawson does not have much of an arm on him. Yeah, he's going to try to run the ball as much as possible. He's got some legs on him. He takes it again there for another 4-yard gain.
A very good move by Gabe Lawson, going straight up the middle. And he's down at about the 46-yard line there. They'll bring the Raiders to 2nd and 5.
All right.
Raiders have
there they
3
are.
receivers on the right side.
There's Jake Stebbins going in for another block there. As Gabe keeps it again to
run.
himself. And he's got the first down a little bit more. Call him there at the 48-yard line in Blackhawk territory.
Yeah, that's another big run by Gabe Lawson, and if he continues to move like that and move up the field for the Raiders, there's no reason why there shouldn't be a touchdown drive for them.
This offense here that they're running is very reminiscent of this year's Notre Dame offense. Gabe Lawson with the pass, but he's going to go for a run, but he's going to be brought back. Number 11, Gabe Lawson, loses 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. The Raiders were in a very good spot. They had some momentum going, but the Blackhawks defense was able to get to Lawson before he was able to get the ball off or make another run play. So it's about 2nd and 15.
We're coming to the end of the first quarter here. This could be the last play of the quarter. 6 seconds left in the quarter here. Looks like maybe the Raiders will just let the quarter end.
And the clock is down.
That's it.
End of the first quarter.
All right. So far, looks like the Raiders' offense is just getting off, and their defense looks like it's been pushed around.
Yeah, the Blackhawks offense was able to gain. They had a lot of momentum on that first drive and didn't lose yardage, I don't think, on any plays. They were very aggressive, very strong, especially in the running plays, as we saw. And they were to come out of it with a touchdown on about a 12-minute drive or so. And hopefully the Raiders' offense will, after a semi-rough first quarter, they'll be able to get some momentum going and make a strong drive here as we enter the second quarter.
All right. So as we said before, this stadium is very lively tonight. We've got the student section in pink out for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The Seneca Valley student section is probably #1 in the whips. They've got tons of numbers and always tons of Raider pride out there.
Yeah, it's a great, definitely a lot of school pride, a lot of Raider pride there in the student section.
Here we are, 2nd and 6. Or no, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. 2nd and 14. Seneca Valley Raiders on the 49-yard line. Gabe Lawson looks like he's going to keep it again, but he's only going to get it maybe a yard on that play as he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he was pressured in the pocket there, was forced to run out on the sideline. And the Blackhawks defense has been applying a lot of pressure to Lawson so far. He has not gotten a pass completion yet, I don't believe. He's
he's 0 for 1 on the pass attempts and completions.
Yeah. And although he's been good at running, the Raiders may need to make some pass plays here as they are at 3rd and 13.
Yeah, they might have to change up, but he's going to step back for, and the offensive line breaks down. And that offensive line let every defensive player through right there.
Yeah.
Gabe Lawson is sacked.
He's brought down for about a loss of 3 there.
And with 4th and 15, they're going to probably have to punt it away here.
Yeah, that was a disappointing drive by the Raiders. They hardly ran the ball using their running back at all, and I believe that was key to their offense in a lot of their more successful games. So, and the punt snapped. It's up.
Punt is up.
It's caught.
Looks like they're gonna return it there. Oh
wow, very good.
They stopped him. They stopped him at the 2-yard line.
And yeah,
good field position for the Raiders defense here.
Excellent field position. That was a very good punt, and the punt returner actually took it backwards a little bit, went off his hands, and he was forced to run it back almost all the way to the end zone. So the Blackhawks are now under threat of giving up a safety, so we'll see if their running back can get them out of this situation here.
All right. Seneca's defense may be going for a blitz here on this play. Look for big players like number 40 Gabe Miller and number 9 Ty Gross to go in there and try to make a sack.
Yeah, absolutely. Ty Gross has been very good on the season with sacks on the quarterback there, and he'll be looking to make another big play here.
There he is. He is rushing there, outside linebacker, dropping back for coverage. He makes the tackle on the running back. The running back's going to gain 2 yards on that play.
It's number 23 for the Blackhawks, and he has just been tearing through the Raiders' defense tonight. He's been he was their main source of yardage on their first drive, and he's opened up the second drive for them very well, giving them a little bit of breathing room here out of the end zone. So Raiders' defense here will have to try and make another stop.
All right, here we are, 2nd and 6, as the Seneca Valley Raiders defense lines up. Again, that running back breaks through. Looks like he's going to make a first down. He is brought down at the 15-yard line. And in 2 plays there, they avoided the safety and got away from. They avoided the safety and gained a ton of yardage.
Yeah, that was about like a 10-yard gain or something. And
this Raiders defense really needs to step it up tonight if they want to hang in on this game. Yeah,
absolutely. They've been struggling to contain the run for sure. And the Blackhawks running back has been exhibiting some great athleticism. He's been breaking tackles and slipping through holes here. So.
It's a
And the
pass
ball's up.
play. It's deep. Incomplete. Going for the interception there was Jake Banofsky.
Well, some very good coverage by the Raiders defense on the deep pass there. And that'll bring us to 2nd and 10. And neither team here has been showing very much strength in the passing game, but both have been good with running, especially the Blackhawks.
Yeah, especially the Blackhawks. The Raiders' run all came from their quarterback, Gabe Lawson. All right, here we are. 2nd and 10. Looks like they are going to lose yardage on this play. The Raiders are going to take them back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like. All right, so we've got 3rd and 10 here. This needs to be a stop here for the Seneca Valley Raiders.
Absolutely. They've had multiple opportunities to make stops on 3rd and 10 or longer plays, and they have not been able to do it yet. So we'll see if they can turn that around here.
This could be that momentum shift here. If the Raiders make that stop, get a good punt return, could be the momentum shift.
Yeah,
in the
absolutely,
game.
Matt.
Here we are.
And there's a whistle.
Gabe Miller switching between inside linebacker and defensive end, two very different positions, is an odd thing, I think. They're doing it obviously because of his size and his ability to put pressure on a quarterback, but got to kind of feel for the guy playing two very different positions.
Yeah, Gabe Miller has been very strong this season, making a lot of tackles, a lot of big plays, and his strength and athleticism have allowed him to make a lot of explosive plays this year on defense.
Yeah, last year he was the Raiders' leading tackler. He made a game-saving field goal block during the, or extra point block, I'm sorry, during a playoff game against North Allegheny last year. In the final seconds of that game, the Raiders would win by 1 point. Here we are, the Blackhawks lining up again, their offense. 3rd and 10. The Raiders defense needs to make a stop here.
Yeah, this is a very crucial play here for the defense. For the Raiders, they really, really need to stop.
Looks like Ty Gross dropping back into coverage there.
The ball's thrown and intercepted.
Intercepted.
Looks like the Raiders will have it at about the 24-yard line. Huge interception there by Josh McLean. Excellent play by the Raiders defense, and that is exactly what they needed to shift the momentum of this game. And now they're in a great position here to score.
Great
They're
field position.
already within field goal range, and they'll be making the drive for the touchdown.
Again, though, they've got a very young quarterback coming out on the field there, number 11.
And, yeah, the Raiders offense here will have to pick it up if they want to make it into the end zone here.
All right, here we go. The Raiders offense goes out on the field. That's going to be Noah Mancuso on the run there. He doesn't get anywhere, though. He's brought down a yard behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 11 there for the Seneca Valley Raiders offense. This offense was very run-heavy last season. That's what got them to Heinz Field. Their running back last year was Hank the Tank Royal. Very, very big running back, very fast running back. Noah Mancuso is living up to that, hopefully, tonight. He's been doing decent this season, but he doesn't seem to be getting much yardage here tonight. The majority of their runs are coming from their quarterback, Gabe Lawson. He's going to get 2 yards on that play, making it 3rd and 9.
Yeah, the Raiders offense has been off to a slow start here, and now they've got a 3rd and long. They'll have to make a big offensive play here if they want to get the first down.
Yeah, they're going to have to speed up a few things here.
The Blackhawks defense has also been very strong tonight.
No one in the backfield. And there's Jake Stebbins switching to a blocking position there at tight end. All right, and Gabe Lawson is sacked. Brought down was signaling to one of his receivers. Couldn't find an opening though, and he is brought down. He has been very safe with the ball this season, not throwing really any interceptions. I think he's got 1 or 2 on the season so far, but there is a penalty for playing too safe with the ball, and that is taking sacks.
Yeah, that is a like a loss of about 7 yards there, and
they're going for
the
it.
Raiders
though.
are going for it.
Tanner Sherry, their kicker, will not be coming out onto the field there. Gabe Lawson's dropping back for a pass. He's throwing it. Pass interference, it looks like, on that play as the flag comes out onto the field.
And that is exactly what the Raiders needed on that play. That was a very, very gutsy play call by the Raiders, but they were able to turn it around.
Even though the pass didn't work out, that flag looks like it should come in their favor there.
Yeah, that was a big mistake by the Blackhawks defense there in the pass interference call. And this will put the Raiders at about the, let's see, about the 17, 18-yard line there. And now it is 4th and 3. We'll see if they're going to make any adjustments here.
4th and 3 on the 17-yard line.
They may be bringing out their kicker, Tanner Sherry, here. But no, it looks like...
Nope, looks like they're staying out on the field again. Gabe Lawson's walking back out there.
Again, even at 4 and 3, this is a bit of a gutsy play call, and they have good field position here. They are not at risk of giving up position to the Blackhawks, but they haven't been very strong on the run so far this drive, so they'll have to break through the Blackhawks defense if they want to get this first down.
Yep. 4th and 4. Here we are. The Seneca Valley offense lining up. Noah Mancuso is in the backfield there. Lining up on the left there is Jake Stebbins again at tight end. Looks like the Raiders are signaling for a timeout.
We've got about 6 minutes left of the half. Hopefully the Raiders can cap this drive off with a touchdown. And see how it goes. The Raiders offense has been, sorry.
So far the Raiders offense has not been good. The Pine Richland game, the Seneca Valley Raiders against Pine Richland, was not a very good game for them. Pine Richland pretty much destroyed Seneca Valley. They won by a lot of points. Seneca's offense could not get off to a start in that game. Phil Jerkovich, Pine Richland's quarterback, is very, very good quarterback going to Notre Dame next year.
Yeah, Pine Richland, as we mentioned earlier, is looking to make a run for the state title, and they are a very, very strong contender for that, absolutely. So the Raiders were just not able to keep up with them.
Here we are. Tanner Sherry is lining up for the kick out there. Hopefully he can make it.
And
it's blocked.
And the Blackhawks have it at about the 20-yard line.
Tell you what, the Raiders' offensive line, I believe, is to blame for most of their struggles so far tonight. They can't seem to hold the Blackhawks' defense.
Yeah, they've really been struggling here, and giving up a few sacks and a blocked field goal there. That was a big play by the Blackhawks defense. Seneca Valley has yet to put points on the board, and it is nearly halftime. So, score is still 7-0 Blackhawks.
Here we are, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Blackhawks offense. Oh, and the run game is stuffed there by Gabe Miller.
Yeah, Gabe Miller. That was a big tackle there.
He is our player to watch here for Seneca Valley. He can make or break this team's defense.
Yeah, he's been very strong so far this season. Not exactly this game so far, but that was a very important stop there, and that'll put the Blackhawks at about 2nd and 8. They had a gain of 2 yards from their running back.
Here we are. 2nd 8.
And we'll have a timeout by the Bethel Park Blackhawks, it looks like.
Timeout on the play. Very
That's
close to losing time.
Play clock almost ran down.
You see Jake Stebbins there on the field for the Raiders signaling for a flag to be thrown. He thought time was already up.
Yeah, that was it's very important to manage the play clock and make sure you're not making stupid mistakes, giving up yardage on stuff like that. And the Raiders defense, if Gabe Miller can perform as he just did, as he showed us, was able to neutralize the Bethel Park running back. Hopefully he can keep that up and they'll be able to make a stop here on this drive.
Yeah, the Raiders defense really needs to put some pressure on the Bethel Park offensive line. So far they haven't put any pressure on it really. They should be utilizing their largest defensive weapons in Gabe Miller and Jake Stebbins and Ty Gross to really put an end to that running offense and start forcing that pass. They've already got 1 interception. I think they can maybe get more if they can force that pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we are. Oh, and there's Ty Gross went for the pressure that time and was on the wrong side there. Gabe Miller did make the tackle, it looks like.
And the running back, number 27, is brought down for a gain of about 3 yards there. That'll bring the Blackhawks to 3rd and 5.
They're on the 24-yard line, still in Blackhawk territory.
And the Blackhawk offense in this drive so far has not been as explosive as they have been. They've been making some strong runs, but the Raiders defense has been largely able to contain them, thanks to especially the efforts of Gabe Miller. He has 2 tackles so far, very big stops.
Oh, play action pass, slung out to their running back on the flat, and he's going to get the first down there.
Yeah, Gabe Miller almost got to the quarterback there. He was able to break through the offensive line, put pressure on the quarterback, but he was able to complete the pass to number 27, and that will give the Blackhawks a first down. Yeah, the Raiders' defense didn't leave too many resources to cover the pass, as they've been focused largely on stopping the run here. And the Blackhawks were able to capitalize on that and make a nice about 10-yard gain there.
Looks like they're brought down right at the line of scrimmage that time.
That'll be a
gain of 2nd down.
Gain of about a ½ yard there. And the Raiders defense against the run so far has been showing their strength. They've been getting a little bit of a rhythm going here and breaking down the Bethel Park run game.
Small improvements is what the Raiders defense needs. They're allowing 3- and 4-yard runs, but those add up. There they are again with another. Ooh, oh, that's going to break through for a first down there, it looks like.
That was about a 15-yard game by number 20 there. Number 21, I'm sorry.
That's Jake Stebbins that made that play for the Raiders there, pushing him out of bounds. Jake Stebbins is the leading tackler this year so far for the Seneca Valley Raiders.
Yeah, there are a lot of young players on the team with Jake Stebbins and on defense and a tight end, and also Gabe Lawson, a quarterback. So, and another run here.
There we
and
are.
He's brought down for a loss of about 2 yards there.
We got that one. That's going to make it 2nd and 11 there. Good play by the Seneca Valley Raiders defense.
And that's yet another stop of the run by the defense. They just need to keep that up, and they should be able to stop this drive here.
The run game for the Blackhawks has been very strong so far tonight. Pass game has really only been to the running back, so this team really is relying on their running back. It's a flag on the play there.
So maybe a false start. See what the call is. Yeah, that'll be a false start on the Blackhawks, and that'll bring them to about 2nd and 16. That was a costly mistake there. That'll put them It'll be a tough first down.
The Raiders need to
Raiders
take advantage of this now.
Absolutely. This is yet another opportunity for the Raiders to make a stop on defense, as they have not yet been able to, other than the interception. They really need to capitalize on these opportunities if they want to win this football game. Another pass. It's in the air and caught for about a...
Incomplete.
12.
They're calling it incomplete.
Looked
like it almost got caught
that
very close, but
very close.
decent coverage on the play. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, very good coverage, pressure on the quarterback there. The Raiders were able to force the pass, and Bethel Park has not been very strong in the passing game. So that'll bring them
16 here.
to 3rd and 16, and I mean, they really need to capitalize on this opportunity here. This is
make a stop.
They absolutely. There's no excuse to allow a first down on this play.
Not at all. They need to make the stop here. And there it is, play action pass. Their quarterback's going to take it.
He's running. And he's
tackled.
brought down at about the 48-yard line for a gain of about 7
on
yards.
that play.
But it looks like the Blackhawks will be they'll be at 4th and 9 here. And they may go for it, as they have before, and they had some success with that, but we'll see. The punt squad, and it looks like they will be punting
Looks
the
like
ball.
they will be punting. Lining up to receive the punt there is going to be Jake Banofsky for the Raiders, the workhorse of the Seneca Valley Raiders. Between him and Jake Stebbins, they play all three sides of the ball there between special teams, defense, and offense. He does not signal for a fair catch. He's going to make a 15-yard return there with a flag on the play.
Flag is down. Banofsky was able to make it to about the 30-yard line there. And we'll see what the call is.
The minute 37 left in this half here.
Hopefully this penalty.
The Raiders need to hurry up.
Yeah, they are running out of time here.
Hopefully they can drive down the field, score.
Yeah, they do need to get their offense going. They need to put some points on the board before the half here in order to go into the second half on a good note. So there was a block in the back called against Seneca Valley, and that would be that'll be 15.
They'll bring them back to
penalty.
the 20-yard line, it looks like.
So this will hurt the Raiders. Hopefully they'll be able to make up for this penalty. And they really will. They will be struggling to make it down the field in enough time. They have 2 timeouts left, but that may not be enough for them to make a touchdown drive. Hopefully they can get into field goal range and get a field goal off before the clock runs out.
All right, so here are the Raiders at the 14-yard line, as they line up for 1st and 10. Gabe Lawson takes a snap. Noah Mancuso goes for a block there, and Gabe Lawson takes it himself. He's going to get 6 yards on that play.
Another very good run there by Gabe Lawson, and the Raiders' offensive line there was able to make a space for him so that he could get up the field. And they'll be at about 2nd and 1.
9 yards on that play.
9 yards. Very good run by Gabe Lawson.
And, play action pass to Jake Stebbins is complete. Oh,
very
incomplete. Good. Are they calling it incomplete? No,
they're
calling it
incomplete, but Jake Stebbins is down on the field. Looks like his right leg there. Something wrong. He may have landed on it. Funny, we'll see the trainers are out on the field to look at it. And both teams will make their way to the sidelines.
He did complete the pass for 10 yards. There's number 33, Jake Stebbins, for a 10-yard pass there.
And hopefully Stebbins will be able to come back to this game, but it's not looking too good. He's sitting up, but he's
as a mobile quarterback, one of your top passing threats is going to be your tight end.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a crucial part of not only the offense, but of the Raiders' defense as their leading tackler this year. And so to lose him right now would be a very big blow to the Raiders. He's now up, and he's able to walk off the field on his own power. Hopefully he'll be able to return to this game. but it looks like he'll be making his way to the sideline for now. Hopefully over the course of halftime he'll be able to recover enough to return to the game, but we'll have to see.
Looks like he's returning to the game
back
now.
All right.
Oh. Nope,
Yes.
the trainers are pulling him
off.
aside. He wanted to. It looks like he
Yeah.
wanted to play there.
And it looks like the Raiders offense, they're lining up at about the 35-yard line. They'll have to make some big plays
Here
here.
we are. Gabe Lawson goes for the pass, complete to Noah Mancuso. Breaking a few tackles there.
Very good
Pushing
run.
his way through. All right,
Very
he
good
is
run.
in Blackhawk territory.
A gain of about 19 yards. That was a huge run there for Noah Mancuso. That's exactly what the Raiders need right now. Big plays, explosive plays from their offense, and their very strong run game there. And this should help them to get into hopefully field goal range. They have about 38 seconds on the clock, and they've ball snapped.
Back again. Gabe Lawson's going to take it, avoiding the tackle, and he makes a pass.
Perfect play there. They were able to get the first down.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
They're able to stop the clock there at about 30 seconds, so they're almost within field goal range here. Very good. The passing game has just been heating up there for the Seneca Valley Raiders. They've just had three completions in a row for about 50 yards here. So this will put them at about the 35, the Blackhawks 35.
Yeah. If I'm Coach Butchley, I'm going to let my young quarterback sling it out there a little bit. He's doing so well. Oh, interception. Tipped ball off Noah Mancuso. Intercepted. And Gabe Lawson goes for the tackle. He missed the tackle.
And
that is number
like
21. That is a pick six right there.
That was very, very
momentum-changing play there.
That was
momentum-changing.
There. That was huge. The Raiders had Lawson under pressure. He was forced to throw, and ball was tipped and intercepted there. That was a huge play by the Blackhawks defense.
Looked like he threw off of his back foot. Tried to hit Noah Mancuso on the flat. Noah Mancuso tipped the ball, and it was intercepted there by number 21 of the Blackhawks.
And that was a huge blow to the Raiders' offense there. They were
that extra point is good.
Almost in position to score there, but they were stopped very abruptly, and the Blackhawks even got a touchdown out of it. So now that brings the score to 14-0, Bethel Park. About 13 seconds left in the half. And yeah, that was a very, very disappointing play for the Raiders there. Very big play for the Blackhawks defense. Hopefully the Raiders, they have not really shown up in this first half. They've made a few good plays, but generally they've not been able to score. They've not had any strong, consistent drives so far. So hopefully they'll be able to turn that around in the second half. Bethel Park, on the other hand, has been absolutely dominating this game on both defensive and offensive ends. They have 2 touchdowns on the board, mostly due to their very strong run game.
Yeah, so looks like the Raiders will be receiving a kick with 13 seconds left in this game. We're looking at the local WPIAL scores here. Central Catholic is beating Butler right now, 21-0. End of the second quarter there.
And there's a squib kick there, bounced. And the Raiders bring it up to about the 40-yard line. About a 10-yard return there.
With 6 seconds left in the half, we'll see what can happen here.
The flag is down.
All right, so looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Seneca Valley Raiders here. They'll be starting. They're going back here to around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, so the Raiders are basically their only option here. They pretty much only have time for one play with 6 seconds on the clock, so they're going to have to go for either a Hail Mary or kneel it. And honestly, if I were them, I would kneel it right now because there's not much upside and a whole lot of downside, as the Blackhawks just demonstrated with that pick 6.
Looks like they're lining up in the I formation. They're going to take it and kneel it. And that'll be the end of the half here as the Blackhawks lead the Raiders 14-0. We'll throw it down to the sideline to Ray.
Thanks, guys. Not quite the start the Raiders were looking for, as they've already given up 14. However,
yeah, for the interception.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Braden
but again, so this is looking a very close game. It could end either way. Back to you guys.
That was the worst thing about Pine, too. He threw 2 interceptions in the pocket. So, legitimately, I should have carried this out. And give him extra.
Sometimes I just start rambling, but it's okay. We kept it. It was all right.
Can I have your attention, please? Would Mr. or Mrs. Shipling please report to the press box? Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the pride of Bethel Park, the Bethel Park High School Blackhawks marching band, led out to the field by head major Betty Geronimos, head FX 50 Petals, and Katie Goldos. The opener for 2017 features music by Anderson, Lake, and Palmer. Here is Carnival 9. singing the medley of the tunes Josie and Peg by Steal Again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to your 2017 Roaring Raider Band.
Lot of pink over here, a lot of pink.
On defense as well. They haven't been performing well on either end of the field, so they'll have to make sure to stop Bethel Park's running game, which has been very strong. And yeah, that's the main cause of current score right now, which is Bethel Park 14, Seneca Valley 0.
Yeah, so the Raiders defense hasn't really been able to hold the Bethel Park's run game to a stop yet. We'll have to see if they're able to hold them at all. So to recap the first half here, once the Raiders got on the field, came out and they elected to receive first. The Seneca Valley Raiders did not go very far on that drive. They were held back. Bethel Park did get that ball and drive into the end zone for a touchdown. The kickoff then after that, the Raiders again did not go anywhere. The Bethel Park did get the ball a second time. Driving down the field, Bethel Park did throw an interception. That interception did go to the Raiders, again going nowhere. The Raiders eventually would drive down the field again, throwing their own interception that would end in a pick 6 by Bethel Park. And that leaves us where we are right now, the start of the third quarter, 14-0 with Bethel Park at a 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line.
And the last play for Bethel Park in the half was that interception return for a touchdown. And that was a big play by the defense there. And as you can see here, they've largely held the Raiders' offense, as Gabe Lawson has only had about 5.4 yards a pass and 2.1 yards a carry. We are underway here.
The Raiders'
Complete
defense
pass.
does look to be stopping that run game right there. Giving them a yard on the play there.
That'll bring them to 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8.
Ty Gross making that tackle. Very dangerous outside linebacker for the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders have a lot of talent on their defense. They have Gabe Miller, number 40, who has been a huge force in terms of stopping the run, especially in the first half of this game. And Ty Gross has also been able to make a lot of good tackles, a lot of stops for the Raiders. However, they were not able to turn it around on a lot of plays.
All right, so it looks like around the Whippeals right now, Central Catholic is leading 21-0. Pine Richland is up again. They're crushing this year. Phil Drakovich, we keep talking about him, man. He's doing real good. Will, what do you think? How do you think he's going to be doing at Notre Dame next year?
Yeah, I think he'll be an excellent quarterback, even at the college level. He's very, very impressive to watch. Very strong, very athletic, great arm, and a great running game. So he's absolutely a dual threat quarterback, and I think that's what makes him so strong as a quarterback, is he's able to do both. So.
Yeah, I think, flag on the play.
And that was a 3rd and short for Bethel Park. Running back went up the middle for about 5 yards, and we'll see what the flag is here.
So, as I was going to say, I think right now we're in a very interesting time for football. We're seeing a lot of transitions in the game itself. A lot of players, the quarterback position especially, are changing the way that they play the ball game. We're not seeing the same sit in the pocket, throw it type of quarterbacks anymore. A lot of the quarterbacks can run. It's a very athletic position now.
Yeah, absolutely. And the league has the NFL has a lot of young quarterbacks like Jameis Winston, who just played last night against the Patriots, and Cam Newton. And a lot of quarterbacks have been very run heavy. Deshaun Watson, also rookie this year, has been very run heavy. Very strong quarterback.
Pass play.
Up.
Oh, and is complete.
Complete pass. Looks like it'll be brought down at about the 34-yard line. That was a gain of
30 yards. I'll give him 30 yards on that play, yeah.
That was a huge play by the Blackhawks offense there. That was a great pass by the Bethel Park quarterback there.
You mentioned that Patriots game last night. That was a crazy game to watch. The kicker for the Buccaneers missing 3 field goals would have put them over the top, beating the Patriots if they would have had 2 of those 3 field goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Kicking is very important. Consistency in your kickers is something you really need.
Again, their running back's going to break through.
And looks like they have the first down here. Let's see, maybe a bit short.
Looks like they're going to be on the 23-yard line. And that is a first down.
First down, gain of about 10 there.
Yeah.
As you can see, the Bethel Park running game has come out very strong in this second half here. They've already made some big gains, some big plays, and the Raiders are really struggling to contain them. But looks like they have a good stop there. That was a loss of about 3 yards.
That was Jake Stebbins there breaking through.
And it looks like Jake Stebbins has made a return to the field after he limped off towards the end of the first half with an apparent ankle or leg injury. But we're glad to have him back. He's been a huge force on the Raiders this year on defense, and he's an absolute key player in this Raiders offense and defense.
Yeah, playing tight end for the Raiders offense. He's probably the #1 target, I would say, for our quarterback, Gabe Lawson. Dual threat quarterbacks often like to throw to their tight end. We'll see if he can make another play like that here. Dropping back for a pass is going to be their quarterback, and he will complete that pass. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Looks like a 12-yard gain there. And that'll bring them to about 3rd and 2.
Yep, there it is, 3rd and 2, gain of 11 on that play.
The Bethel Park Blackhawks are in the red zone now. They are inching closer. They're making a lot of very strong plays on offense here.
Giving it to their running back. He's going to break through.
And that'll
Stopped
be another,
at the 5-yard line.
Another first down, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Blackhawks at about the 4 or 5-yard line. That was another example of just how strong their running back is, how he's been absolutely dominating this game. He's been just running all over the Raiders' defense. They've made a few plays containing him, but in the long run, he has been able to get the first downs that the Blackhawks need, and he does have 1 touchdown so far this game.
Yeah, the running backs on their team have been doing really, really well today. I think their offensive line is key to that, though. Their offensive line doesn't seem to be allowing the Raiders' defense any room at all. And looks like their running back's going to take it again there, and it's a touchdown.
It is a touchdown for the Blackhawks.
Oh, wait.
Or?
Yep,
yes,
they're calling it as a touchdown. There's a touchdown.
The just as Matt mentioned, the Blackhawks O-line there was able to open up a big hole for the running back to make it through, and he was able to go down the field and make it into the end zone there. Very impressive drive by the Blackhawks.
Lining up for the extra point. There was already a field goal block in this game by the Blackhawks, though. The Raiders did not block any field goals or extra points yet. Oh,
and they do have a block here. And
that was Gabe Miller blocking that.
And that was good play by the Raiders defense. They were able to get around. Yeah, they were able to get around the offensive line there and make the field goal block, the extra point block there.
Yep, there we are, Gabe Miller making a field goal block, or extra point block there.
Yeah, the Blackhawks offense has been very efficient in converting on first downs. They've been, even on 4th and 9, I believe, they were able to make a first down. Very gutsy play calling, but they've been able to back it up. So they are continuing to perform very well here, especially in the run game. They've had a few passes, but it's been largely dependent on their running backs here. So now the Raiders offense will be coming on to receive the kickoff. Looks like we have
Gabe Lawson warming up there on the sideline.
And we'll see if we can turn this return into something big. The Raiders have been making pretty solid returns so far. They've been getting about 15 yards a return. So hopefully they can bring this ball up and get good field position off this kickoff.
Again in the back there to receive the kick is going to be Luke Smith. He isn't going to take it though. He's going to get a block, and we're going to give him 15 yards on that return, bringing him up to the 30-yard line.
That was another solid return by Seneca Valley. Hopefully they can convert that into a good drive. They've been struggling so far on offense to make any strong drives so far. They have made some good individual plays, but their one drive where they had a few very solid passes in a row was stopped by a turnover, an interception that was returned for a touchdown. So now Seneca Valley's back on the field, their offense. Gabe Lawson under center.
Noah Mancuso is lining up to Lawson's left there. He's going for the block. Gabe Lawson's going to take it himself again.
And he's going for the run. It looks like a gain of about 4 yards there for Gabe Lawson.
Their offense is, again, as I've said before in this game, very reminiscent of Notre Dame's offense this year. The quarterback's running it a lot. I think he's Seneca Valley's top rusher this far this season, and he is doing pretty well running tonight.
Yeah, he's been doing very well with his run game, and he's also had a pretty solid passing game other than the one interception. So drops back, and the ball is up. It's caught, and looks like
forward progress
down by contact.
Pulling him back at the line of scrimmage.
So No gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5.
The Blackhawks defense has done a great job containing the Raiders in terms of big plays. They've only allowed 3 or 4 plays beyond 10 or 15 yards, so it's been a very strong performance by them. And another run by Mancuso. And it looks like he stopped there at the 39-yard line.
See if their punt team comes out on the field or if they're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th and 2. They are down by 3 scores here, so
Yeah, they do.
probably going to
Maybe
elect
need
to
to
go
go
for
for
it with only.
Well,
Oh,
snap.
nope.
And they are punting.
They are punting there.
Gabe Lawson there.
There's Gabe
And
Lawson punting.
stopped at about the 37-yard line. Ball's picked up by the Raiders, so the Bethel Park Blackhawks will take over here. I do think the Raiders should have gone for it on that play. They've been able to get some decent yardage out of their running play, and especially on that 4th and 2, that was very high stakes. If they were able to go and convert on that play, that would have been huge for them. They could have possibly turned it into a touchdown. But
Yeah, I agree with you there. Well, I think they should have gone for it. I think that the Raiders really needed a game-changing play right there, and they didn't get it.
yeah, absolutely, Matt. They do need to
Pull off a
start
stop
risking
here.
it.
They need to pull off a stop or another turnover here. Turnover would be very, very good.
Yeah, turnover has the potential to turn this game around.
There
Ball
is the handoff to the running back, and he breaks a tackle and gets a 1st down.
And
He's at the edge of Blackhawk territory there. Give him 11 yards on that play. He's going to be at the 49-yard line.
yeah, the Blackhawks running backs have been very, very powerful. He was able to just drive right through the Raiders defense there and push for that 1st down.
Yeah, that's going to be Volpetti. He is committed to West Virginia University next year as a senior this year.
Yeah, he's definitely demonstrating his strength here in his case for being very good in college. Ball is snapped. Another handoff to number 21 there. And
He's brought down.
Gain of about 3 yards there for the Blackhawks, and that'll bring them to 2nd and 7.
Yeah, the Raiders defense, one play they stop them, the next play they don't. It's very interesting to watch them as they look like they're setting up a good stoppage, and then they let a 10-yard play happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Their running back has been able to break a lot of tackles tonight. He's been very strong with getting out of some very tight situations. His O-line has been doing a great job opening up lanes for him, so he's been able to capitalize on those very well, and he's been giving this Raiders defense a lot of trouble tonight.
There's another handoff. Oh, nope. Fake and thrown into the grass. Past the grass there. It's going to be 3rd and 8 now.
Yeah, great pressure applied there by Ty Gross, number 9. He was able to get right on quarterback and force him to throw it away there. So that was a very good play.
Very good fake handoff, too. Very good play-action pass on that play. Looked like they almost faked out the defense. Definitely had faked me out there a little bit.
Yeah. Let's bring them to about 3rd and 8. And the Raiders are again in a situation where they really need a stop. They have not done very well at forcing punts here.
Dropping back for the pass again there,
and it is caught.
It is complete. Complete pass.
For a gain of about 10 yards there.
Looked like he bobbled it a little bit, but
yeah. That'll put the Blackhawks on about the 39-yard line there for another 1st and 10. They've been very efficient in converting on to getting 1st downs.
Very efficient tonight. They're running the clock out too here. I mean, we got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half here. They're running the clock out on this Raiders offense.
Yeah, they have been, since they're very run heavy, they've just been keeping the clock rolling. They've had multiple drives lasting 10 minutes or so. They've been taking their time with the ball, and they've very steadily gained field position. They were able to make a gain of about 1 yard on that run there. The Raiders' defense has been, again, struggling to contain their running backs, but when they do stop them, they make very solid stops, only giving up a yard or two.
And there he is again, Volpetti breaking through. It's a
And
7-yard run there.
that'll put the Blackhawks at 3rd and 3, looks like.
It's going to
Another
be
strong
Parker
run.
Smith and Sage Lay making that tackle. Parker Smith is a name we haven't seen much today in the backfield of, or not in the backfield, I'm sorry, in the secondary of Seneca Valley. Very strong defensive back there, and we haven't seen much of him here tonight without much of a pass game coming from the Blackhawks. There's the
absolutely.
fullback moving, and another handoff to Volpetti, but he's going to be brought down there.
And there's another good stop by the Raiders' defense there. It looks like
Very
that
early.
was
Looks like that was Sage Lay
Sage Lay
again.
on the tackle. And that'll put the Blackhawks at 4th and 4. They may go for it again. They've been going for it all night, and we'll see what they call here. Our offense is waiting on the sideline there. And it looks like their quarterback is back on the field there, so they will be going for it, it seems. And
4th and
ball
3.
snapped.
Quarterback dropping back for a pass, and it's going to be complete again, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 23-yard line, it looks like. 24-yard line, correct myself there.
Yeah, this Raiders defense has really been struggling to get stops on defense. They've been stopping individual plays, of course, but they have really not been able to stop the Blackhawks from getting their first downs, and they've just been driving the ball up the field, making short gains, and going for it on 4th down multiple times and making first downs. So
Yeah, you know, I think they're hurting themselves a little bit because they're letting the clock run out by allowing them to get to 4th down every time and then allowing the first down conversion.
yeah.
If the Raiders defense really would make a stoppage, it would have gone a lot better. But now we're looking here at about a 7-minute drive already, and you know, Seneca Valley offense has come out on the field and only have a quarter to make up 3 possessions.
Yeah, it'll be very tough for them to come back in this game. They've just been pounded all night. It's currently Blackhawks 20, Raiders nothing. And that is largely due to the efficiency of the Blackhawks offense here. And their running back is brought down for a loss of about 2 yards there. That'll put them at 3rd and 10. And following the pattern here, the Blackhawks may well get another first down based on what the Raiders defense has been allowing them to do. But again, the Raiders really need to capitalize on this if they want to turn this game around. They're running out of time. They only have about 30 seconds left until the 4th quarter. And beyond that, it'll be very tough to make up time, especially as long as these drives have been taken with the Blackhawks.
And here we are dropping back for a pass again. Intercepted. Nope, flag on the play there.
We are the best. Raiders, oh yes, 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 we are the best. Yes, 2, 3, SV.
So the Raiders were they're still 3rd and 10 here. This is a big chance for the Raiders to turn it around. If they can get a turnover, if they can stop the drive here, they may well be able to turn this game around if they can get their offense rolling, if they can get some momentum here. They demonstrated a great ability to really move the ball up the field towards the end of the first half. They were they were moving at a very fast rate, about 15 yards of play with 3 passes in a row that were completed, and then it was abruptly ended by an interception. But I do believe the Raiders have the capability, even with their young quarterback Gabe Lawson, to move the ball down the field and make those big plays that they need.
Yeah, you know, that interception, we can't put that on the young quarterback because it looked like the pass was complete to Noah Mancuso, the running back on the flat. But he bobbled it, and it did end up in the hands of a defensive back from Bethel Park. Here we are. It's a handoff to the running back. breaks one tackle, and he makes it 3-yard gain.
Brought down by number 33, Jake Stebbins. That's going to be the end of the third quarter.
And that brings the third quarter to a close. And hopefully the Coach Butchley here is coming out on the field to talk to his team. And
at the end of the third there, it's going to be 20-0 still. Bethel Park leading Seneca Valley. We will here in 1 second throw it down to the sideline to Ray again. And he'll be updating us on the sideline on what he's seeing down there.
Erica's watching the game right now. Erica's watching the broadcast and her mom. So the Raiders here only have 12 minutes left in this football game if they want to turn this around. And with as long as these drives have been taken for the Blackhawks, it's looking very unlikely for them to be able to turn this around. If they're able to score 3 touchdowns in a row and make all the extra points without giving up any points to the Blackhawks, they can win this football game. But due to that blocked extra point by Gabe Miller. So hopefully the Raiders are able to capitalize on that. And the student section is very lively right now. They are very excited, ready to go, hoping for a Raider victory here.
We do apologize for that. I guess Ray was not able to take it at the sideline, so we'll have to wait to see him at the end of the game. So here we are at 2nd and 5. Bethel Park Blackhawks have the ball, and they are on the 10-yard line. The Raiders desperately need to pull off a stop here at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is absolutely
it's going to be another handoff to the running back, and they're going to bring him down right back at the line of scrimmage. There's going to be no yards gained on that play.
And they're still at 3rd and 5 here. And within 10 yards of the end zone, their running backs are a huge threat. They've been able to make a lot of big plays, a lot of big gains here, and they're absolutely within reach in the end zone. So the Raiders really have to work hard to make sure they stop this drive here. And we can see here that currently Central Catholic is leading Butler 28-14. Pine Richland is 49-7 against Peters Township, and North Allegheny leads Penn Hills 13-0. And again, back to Pine Richland, they're just absolutely a dominant force in the Whippeal here and in the state. So
you have to think though now at both those games, Central Catholic and the Pine Richland game, the starters are probably not playing anymore in those games.
Yeah, that's
They're
very
probably
true.
the second-string players.
That's very true. And with as long as their seasons may be, they're looking to make a state run. That is a
both teams again looking to make a state run.
Very
Central
strong.
Catholic's been to the championship the past 2 years. Won 2 years ago, runner-up this last year. We are 10 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game.
It is 4th and 4. Blackhawks are going for it, and that'll be a Blackhawks
another touchdown right there. Slinging it out to the flat again with the running back. That seems to be it right there. They're not going deep with anything. They're just hitting the check down and letting the running back get some room on the field.
These running backs have been absolutely deadly this game. They have had multiple touchdowns, able to make huge plays, converting on first down nearly every play, and they have just been pretty much unstoppable to this Raiders defense. Despite the efforts of Gabe Miller, of Ty Gross, and many other players, Jake Stebbins, they're still just not able to put a cap on these running backs. And the extra point is good, bringing the score to Bethel Park 27, Seneca Valley 0. And with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter here, it's looking pretty grim for the Raiders.
Yeah,
unless
that touchdown was a good one.
That was a very good run there.
I gotta be honest, as a fan of the Raiders, I'm not sure I like looking over at that PAT attempt there and seeing players such as Jake Stebbins standing there with their hands on the hips, not going for the block or anything at all there.
Yeah, you got to stay 100% in the game no matter what the score is.
Always got to be in the game.
And this game is far from over. You can never call it, but
yeah, you never know.
It is looking
turnovers, I mean, it's looking gloomy, but turnovers and such can definitely make up for it.
Absolutely. With the Seneca Valley drum line has not been over yet. We'll see if they may make their way over. It looks like they might be gathering right now. And the student section absolutely loves the drum line. It's like the highlight of the night, absolutely, for them. And despite the course of this football game, the student section has stayed very lively, very energetic, and they've been great in supporting the Raiders this year.
And there's the kickoff. Looks like Luke Smith is going to have this one. He's going to
narrowly dodges a tackle.
Move a little bit, and he's going to get 20 yards on that return, up to the 40-yard line.
Very strong return there again for Seneca Valley. Puts them in a good field position there for hopefully a scoring drive here. They may be able to prevent the shutout at the very least here.
There is the Seneca Valley drumline making their way over there.
Led by Carter Moriarty.
The drumline captain.
And you can hear the student section chanting. They're very excited.
I got to give my props to Dan Luffler, the end snare player there. He's got a broken wrist, and he still went out there to play snare this week. Figured it was his last week. And there's a flip from Gabe Lawson to their tight end there, Jake Stebbins, and he's going to take the ball up 8 yards on that play. Little shovel pass gets him a lot of room.
Another good play on offense there by the Raiders. They have been off and on this game, making good plays and some weak plays here, but they're lining up. Snap to Gabe Lawson, and the ball is up and incomplete. Intended receiver there, looks like can't see. It was number 7, Jake Panofsky, is the intended receiver there. And it is now 3rd and short for the Raiders, about 2 yards there. It's this is a big play here for them. They really need to get this first down. And Gabe Lawson
sacked
for a loss of about 6 yards there. Gabe Lawson goes down.
Hard tackle there, too.
Very big hit. And the Raiders' offensive line has really been struggling to keep Lawson out of pressure there.
Yeah, he looks shooken up after that play.
You can have $5.
And
here we are. The Raiders are electing to punt the ball, it looks like here. I'm not expecting a fake on this play as Tigros comes in and switches out to go for a block.
Yeah. And despite the situation of the game here, the student section they're very lively. The drum line's playing over there, so.
Oh, missed tackle there.
And
allowed for a big return, too. 20-yard return on that punt.
Line. Since the Raiders weren't able to convert there, it's looking very likely that they won't be coming out of here with a win. But
there's the drum line. Student section's loving the drum line over there.
They're, yeah, absolutely going wild.
Seneca Valley drum line's the best drum line in the Whippeals.
Absolutely. Yeah, #1. And the student section is also #1.
Always.
And the Blackhawks offense is back out on the field here. Snap is off, and it's another handoff to the running back there.
They'll just continue to run the clock down probably at this point. With 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game, and the Raiders needing 4 possessions to win, it's gonna be a tough game here.
So the Raiders tonight have they've learned a lot. They've been taken advantage of absolutely by the running game here from the Blackhawks. They've just not been able to contain it. It's been very explosive and also very consistent. So they've had a really hard time stopping these running backs from converting on even 4th down.
Again, handoff to the running back, give him another yard on that play, making it 3rd and 7.
Number Number 9, Ty Gross on the tackle there. He has been able to make some good plays tonight, despite the scoreboard hasn't been reflecting it, but they have had some good individual performances here on defense, especially from Ty Gross, Gabe Miller, Jake Stebbins. Their secondary hasn't been seeing much action just because of the run-heavy nature of the Blackhawks offense, but they did get 1 interception. Other than that, they haven't seen much.
There we are. Looks like a pass play. And he's going to be sacked. That's going to be Jake Stebbins.
By the Raiders defense there. That was a loss of about 8 yards on that play.
Jake Stebbins, maybe a little bit of revenge there after getting hurt by their defense.
Yeah, that was a very, very good play. Big hit by Jake Stebbins on the Blackhawks quarterback there. And at 4th and 15, they may just want to punt it away here, and it looks like that's what they're going to do.
But with only 6 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock right now, I'm not sure what they can do.
Very close
Punt
to a block
is almost
there.
blocked.
And the Raiders will get it at about the 44-yard line.
And there's the drum line leaving the student section there.
Yeah, you can really feel, even though the game hasn't been going very well for Seneca Valley, you can really feel the energy in next year's stadium as it is homecoming weekend. A lot of students are gearing up for that. There have been a lot of festivities this week. Today they had a pep rally at the end of the day, end of the school day. And it's been a very good week leading up to homecoming, and should be a good weekend.
You can see the frustration in some of the Seneca Valley players.
Yeah, they have taken Gabe Lawson out of the game, it looks like, to their second-string quarterback.
Peyton Smith goes out on the field there. Yeah.
And the Raiders' offense doesn't look like it's trying to do much with the remaining time here. They'll have to score 28 unanswered points to win this game, and with 6 minutes left, it's looking very unlikely. And the clock will keep rolling here. Both teams have all their timeouts left. None have been used yet this half.
A little bit of room there to maneuver.
A good run there by number 26. Looks like a gain of about 8 yards there.
They're going to be first down on the 37-yard line. They are in Blackhawk territory again. See if they can make it count this time.
Good run there. The Blackhawks defense has kept the Raiders completely out of the end zone here, so we'll see if they can turn that around and make a touchdown drive. And the ball is snapped. And it'll be up the middle.
Not much room on that play right there. It's going to be 2nd and 5. The 32-yard line.
And another run there. Very solid gain.
Very solid
Brings the
gain
Raiders
again.
to about the 20-yard line.
That's going to be number 18 there for about 10-yard gain.
And the Raiders are nearly in the end zone. Their offense has picked it up, although I believe both teams they have taken some of their starters out, so it's been a bit of a change in the lineups here.
With only 4 minutes and 45 seconds left on this clock, we'll see what the Raiders can do, if they can put together a touchdown drive here. Peyton Smithko looks like he's going to keep it. Nope, he's going to shovel pass it off, but number 26 will be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. We'll see if he actually lost yardage there and what the flag was on in 1 second.
Yeah, it was a good stiff arm by the running back there, but he wasn't able to break out of the tackles. He had multiple Bethel Park defenders on him, and he just wasn't able to get out of there. And this Bethel Park defense has really been all over the Raiders in terms of stopping their run game, which is their main outlet for their offense. The Raiders have been able to get a few good pass plays off, but not enough to make a significant difference for their offense here. And it looks like it'll be 1st and 10 here after a penalty on Bethel Park.
First and 9 there. Pass off by Peyton Smithgill.
Very good pass, and it looks like the Raiders will pick up a 1st down on that play.
It's going to be complete to Nick Asaf, number 16, and he's going to have a 1st down.
Yeah,
That'll be 1st and goal for the Seneca Valley Raiders on the 9-yard line.
Another good pass there for the Raiders, and it just shows the Blackhawks have been a bit lackadaisical on covering those big pass plays, and they just gave up another one right there. So the Raiders are on about the 10-yard line looking to score here. Ball snapped, hand off to the running back.
Not much room again on that play.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of about a yard there. It is now 2nd and goal from about the 8-yard line. And the Raiders here, they may be able to break through. This Bethel Park defense has been breaking down a little bit, allowing some big gains from the Raiders offense here. Ball snapped.
Peyton Smithco is going to keep it, trying to cut in and gain yardage, but he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage again.
Looks like a loss of about a yard there, and it is now 3rd and goal for the Raiders.
3rd and 9, 9 yards from the goal line.
If I was the Raiders right now, I would be looking for a pass play in the end zone. They've been able to make some big gains with their passes, and should be able to convert here, get a touchdown. Ball's up. Oh, very
pass way high there for Nick Asaf. Intended
tough
for Nick
catch.
Asaf.
He was in double coverage there, unable to make the catch there, and it'll be 4th down and 9. It looks like here.
Looked like Nick Asaf had broken the coverage a little bit, but he was unable to hang on to the pass. It was a little bit high.
Yeah, very tough play there. Unable to make the catch. And the Raiders are going for the touchdown here.
They are staying out there.
Remaining on the field.
There's Malik Talat lining up in the center there on the right side, tight end.
Yeah, there's
number
a whistle.
85.
Looks like a timeout is called.
Timeout by Bethel Park.
And with only about 3 minutes left in this football game, it looks like it's pretty much over. But the Raiders are still looking to score here. Get some reps for their second string team here. But overall, a very rough game for the Raiders. They really weren't able to contain Bethel Park on offense, and they were very heavily stopped by the Bethel Park defense as well.
Yeah, you know, it looked like quarterback Gabe Lawson tried to do what he normally does and move out of the pocket, but I think in the end he ended up trying to move too much. I think Bethel Park caught on to him, and they were able to pressure him and hit him a few times really hard.
Yeah, I agree with you, Matt. He was really under the gun tonight. He was very, very heavily pressured, and he took a lot of hits as well, running the ball multiple times. Ball is up, and it is caught for a Raider touchdown.
That is number 10 there in the end zone. Peyton Smithco passes for a touchdown there.
Great pass there, great play. The Raiders were able to break into the Blackhawks secondary for the touchdown there.
Looks like they're going to be going for 2 points. Nope, never mind. They're going for the extra point there, PAT attempt.
Tanner Sherry out for the extra point. Jake Banowski holding.
It's Tanner Sherry with the kick.
Kick
Almost blocked again.
And the kick is good. That brings our score to Bethel Park 27, Seneca Valley 7. And the Raiders finally had a successful drive, but with only 2 minutes left in this, 2.5 minutes left in this football game, it's looking pretty bad for them. So. Yeah, Bethel Park has been very strong. They did crack there on defense, but the rest of the Raiders' drives did not end in any kind of scoring. So that is a testament to the strength of the Bethel Park defense. They're able to contain the Raiders' run game. Their young quarterback, Gabe Lawson, just wasn't able to break through. And the Raiders are lining up now to kick the ball off for what may be the last time in this football game. Bethel Park is ready to receive.
Looks like both teams are expecting an onside kick here. Nope.
Now the kick is up. Caught at the 20-yard line. And the returner returned about 3 yards there, and he's brought down immediately by the Seneca Valley defense.
It's Ty Gross with the tackle there again.
It was a very good stop, but right now it doesn't really matter too much for the Raiders. I believe their biggest mistake tonight was their inability to stop the Blackhawks when they even had as much as fourth and 10, I believe, was their longest conversion. They had multiple fourth down conversions, third down conversions, almost every play.
So we're looking at the scores tonight again. Central Catholic's up 35-14 over Butler. Pine Richland's still up 49-7. You know, Pine Richland and Central Catholic, again, we keep saying it, they're the powerhouses of our division. We'll have to see what those teams can do this year. We know Pine Richland did beat Central Catholic last week, but you know, Central Catholic is a brand new team again, just like the Raiders this year, and they always do seem to come together later in the season. We'll see if they can do anything good this year.
And the Blackhawks lining up for the snap here.
Blackhawks are probably going to try to run as much time as they can off the clock.
And there's a fumble. Looks like. And
looks like it is recovered by Seneca Valley there.
And the Raiders get a turnover here. And this puts them within the 20-yard line, puts them in the red zone here.
You know, we do talk about how we think that the Raiders defense wasn't very strong tonight, but you know, they have forced 2 turnovers now in this game, and the offense hasn't capitalized on the last one, or we'll see if they can capitalize on this one.
Yeah, that last interception almost turned into a touchdown, very narrowly, but they weren't able to complete the drive. So we'll see here if they can score again here to bring their score up a bit.
There's Peyton Smith go again there under center.
And
he's going to move and avoid the sack.
Ball's up, and it is
it's
caught.
Caught and out of bounds there at the 9-yard line.
Very good play there. Now it'll be first and goal for the Raiders. Great catch, great pass, and yeah, their new quarterback coming out here has shown some great talent here in throwing the ball. He's made a few great completions, including a touchdown pass.
Moved out of the pocket there, avoided the sack, and got a good pass off.
Yeah, very good. He was under heavy pressure there. Had 3 defenders coming right at him, but he was able to make the play. Ball snapped, and he'll run up the middle. There's a flag down. Looks like he'll gain about 5 yards, and we'll see what the call is. Seems like the Raiders' offense has really been picking it up here, but it is unfortunately almost too late for them. If they would have been able to do this earlier, they probably would have been able to put some more points on the board, but earlier in the game, they just weren't as efficient, weren't as strong and aggressive as they are right now. So, also the Bethel Park defense has been allowing a few mistakes here. So, and this is a costly penalty there. That'll put the Raiders back to the 21-yard line. That's a holding call against Seneca Valley, and very unfortunate for them. They were in a very good spot.
1st and 20. They need the touchdown. There's Peyton Smith go again. He's going to move, break a tackle. He's going to keep moving.
Very good run there.
He's going to get 12 yards on that play. Number 12 gets 12 yards.
Excellent. Good play by the Raiders there. His offensive line was able to open up a hole for him, and he took advantage of it. So he was able to break a few tackles there. Great job by Peyton Smithco. So this puts the Raiders at 2nd and goal with about 9 yards to go there. And we'll see if they can convert here again, just as they did a few minutes ago. Got about a minute and a half left on the clock, 2 timeouts left, so they'll have plenty of time to work with here. And they should be able to turn this into a scoring drive off of that turnover. Raiders are back out on the field after a brief timeout there.
Play resumes, 2nd and 9.
Ball is snapped, and it's tossed to the running back for gain of about, looks like no gain. Number 22 there on the carry. It was a pass, short pass, and no gain. And it'll be 3rd and goal for the Raiders now. So just like it was last time, they should take advantage of the fact that they've been able to complete a lot of passes here against this Bethel Park defense. Sorry. And they've been very strong in their passing game these last few possessions here. So we'll see what they can do.
There's the young cheerleaders doing the routine there on the sideline.
Yeah, the atmosphere in the stadium still very good, very energetic, despite the score of the football game. So it's now 3rd and goal. Ball is snapped and thrown to No Mancuso, number 26, and he's brought down. Looks like a gain of about 5 there. So it'll be 4th and goal for the Raiders. And there will be another timeout for the Raiders.
That's the last timeout. They'll have none left with 1:17 left on the clock there.
They've only got 1 play left to go here on this drive. So
4th and 10 there.
So it'll be make or break. If they can get into the end zone like they did just last time, they will be should be able to complete another touchdown pass here.
Here we are as the Raiders line up on the field. Fourth and 10, 1:17 left on the clock. Need a touchdown here.
Yeah, the Raiders really.
Peyton Smith goes still out on the field. Second string quarterback. He's going to take the snap.
Dropping back.
Moving out to his right, avoiding the sack. Breaks the tackle. Gets a pass off.
And it's a Raider touchdown. Another score there.
You know, Peyton Smithco's looking really good out there.
Peyton Smithco's looking excellent. He was able to, again, just as he did last time, break through that pressure. He even broke a tackle. Even under that pressure, he found an open receiver and completed a touchdown pass there. Excellent play by the Raiders there. And with 2 touchdowns in the last few minutes here, the Raiders' offense has really been turning up the volume, but it is unfortunately too late for them, as with only a minute left to go, it looks like Bethel Park will be able to run out the clock on their next possession.
There's Tanner Sherry with the kick. Jake Bonofsky's holding.
Kick is up, and it's good. That brings our score to Bethel Park 27, Seneca Valley 14. And honestly, if you're Coach Butchley right now, I mean, Peyton Smithco is looking like a great starting option. He's been very strong Even with Gabe Lawson unable to complete. He was good in the passing game, unable to make a lot of runs, but Peyton Smithco has been excellent in his passing game, even under a lot of pressure there. And
yeah, you know, I think he's handled the pressure better than Gabe did.
Absolutely. He's been absolutely stellar in these last few possessions here. He's able to drive off of that turnover there, and made another good drive just before that. The Raiders preparing to kick off here.
That second string offensive line held too a lot better than their first string offensive line was holding.
Yeah, they did very well. Very few run plays in the second half here after the score was run up a bit. But yeah, Seneca Valley has really come back, but unfortunately, again, it's too late for them.
Here's the kick.
And it's up.
It's up.
Caught. And they're going to go for the, and they kneel it and bring it to about the 20-yard line, or the
5-yard line.
5-yard line, sorry.
Oh, good. 10-yard line. Was it 10-yard line? I think it was the 10.
Yeah, 10. There you go. One of those.
So there they are, the Blackhawk offense again coming out onto the field.
It looks like they may just, they may not go for any more yardage here. I believe they do have enough downs to simply run out the clock here.
With no timeouts left on the clock for Seneca Valley, that's exactly what they can do.
Yeah, Bethel Park has 2 timeouts left, but it doesn't look like they'll be using any of those.
Nope. They'll run the clock down here probably, and that'll be the end of the game. They're in the I formation, taking a knee.
And there's the first knee for the, brings them to 2nd and 10. But this football game will come to an end here with Bethel Park Blackhawks 27, Seneca Valley Raiders 14. And tonight was disappointing for most of the game for the Raiders. They really came back very well, very strong performance towards the end of the 4th quarter there when they started bringing in some of their second-string players, second-string quarterback Peyton Smithco. But unfortunately, they were unable to turn the game around, and looks like that will be it.
Yep. That does look like it's going to be the end of the game. The Blackhawks will beat the Seneca Valley Raiders 27-14. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are going to throw it down to the sideline here to Ray in 1 second. You know,
and
so
we'll
there you
hand it
are,
off to Ray.
Thanks, guys. Although the Raiders tried to cut in late, Bethel Park really had their way in this game, not only outplaying Seneca, but basically beating them in every category up until that last quarter when Seneca looked to put a dent in that Bethel Park lead. Unfortunately, it was too little too late. It could have been a better ending, but hey, that's the game for you folks. Thank you, and have a great evening. Back to you guys.
all right. So in the end, the Raiders did lose tonight by 3 possessions, or 2 possessions, I'm sorry. I think that their defense did well forcing turnovers, but their offense didn't make anything out of their turnovers. We'll have to see if next week they can do any better. Will, what did you think of the game?
Yeah, I thought it was a somewhat disappointing performance for the Raiders. They were almost able to bring it back at the end there, but they didn't have enough time on the clock left once they started to turn their performance around. So disappointing night for the Raiders, but they should be able to bring it back next week.
Yeah, you know, I think they can. I think the Raiders definitely have the talent to do it. We'll see if maybe this upcoming week we have a quarterback battle between Peyton Smithco and Gabe Lawson. All right.
Yeah, it looks like that's it for our game broadcast.
That is it for us. Thank you for joining us tonight. And signing off, I'm Matt Arrett. I'm with Will Adams here in the booth at Next Tier Stadium. Thank you. Good night.
Have a good night.